Point. That is a triumph of perseverance and willpower over the years.
3-6, 7-6, 3-6. 6-4, 6-4.
Well, he's beaten Cam Norrie, but this victory over Tsitsipas surpasses that because this takes him into the Wimbledon.
How you all doing? This is Nathaniel Swopes of Swope Center. Today I want to talk about Christopher Eubanks. He is an unseeded American tennis player playing at the Wimbledon, and so far he's the only American tennis player to make it to the quarterfinals. Yes, he was unseeded, and today he put off a massive upset. Right now I'm going to read you an article from The Spun by Sports Illustrated. The title of the article is American Christopher Eubanks pull off a massive upset at Wimbledon. 5 Americans entered the 2023 Wimbledon Championships as seeded challengers, but it's unseeded Christopher Eubanks who will be representing the Stars and Stripes for the quarterfinals. Stars and Stripes is a short name for America. And one of the biggest upsets of the tournament, Eubanks stunned number 5, Stefanos from Greece, beating him in back-to-back fourth 5 sets that never saw either play take a 2-seat lead. It was Eubanks' first ever to win over a top 5 player on the ATP Tour, but to do so at Wimbledon only makes the feat 100 times more impressive. Eubanks has been a giant killer at Wimbledon over the past week. He is currently the only player at the tournament with wins over 2 players in the top 12, thanks to his wins over number 12 Cameron last week. Christopher Eubanks is officially a star on the rise. He's riding a 9-match win streak dating back to last month's Orca Championships, which resulted in his first ever ATP Tour title. But as incredible as his win over the young man from Greece, Eubanks' Wimbledon run is only going to get harder. Up next at quarterfinals, a meeting with number 3 Daniel Medvedev. So again, congratulations to Christopher Eubanks. Christopher Eubanks hails from Georgia Tech University. Again, he's on a 9-match win streak, and if I didn't let you all know, he's an African American tennis player. So he is doing an amazing job at Wimbledon. Good luck. First of all, congratulations for making the quarterfinals, and then good luck in the quarterfinals. I hope you make it to the semifinals. As we all know, it's been a long time since an African American has won Wimbledon. I think the last time a male African American to win a tennis tournament title was Arthur Ashe. And we've been seeing African Americans and Nigerian Americans, and there was a African French man doing really well. So in general, the African diaspora is doing really well in tennis as of late. 2 of the young men I mentioned came into the tournaments unranked. One, the young man who's a Nigerian American, I can't think of his name at the moment, but I believe he was ranked, and he did really well last year. He's been doing really well this year. He hasn't made it that far in Wimbledon now, but the African Frenchman, I did a story on him, and he did really well with the upset. So it's been an amazing job. Some of these young men from the African diaspora doing an amazing job and killing it in tennis. Again, this is a young man who played at Georgia Tech, did really well at Georgia Tech University, and continues to play well as a professional. Growing up myself, like I said, I went to a suburban school, and our tennis team was all white. You know what I'm saying? I come even when I was in the Chicagoland area, a lot of blacks just didn't play tennis. You know, recently in Chicago, they built a tennis facility on 55th State, and 55th State is like all African American, but a lot of the people participating in uh, the tennis facility is Caucasian. So we have a lot of Caucasians coming all the way to the city of Chicago for the new tennis facility, and we don't have a lot of African Americans taking advantage of that new tennis facility. So, with this being said, I would love to see a lot of males get more, African American males get more into tennis. And because we see it with the women, especially with the Williams sisters. Coco's been doing really well. She's been ranked this year. So we see a lot of African American women getting into tennis, and I would love to see it continue to grow on the African American male side with these young men just continuing to do well and exceed in the tennis world. Um, so as I mentioned before, we just want to see these African American athletes and African athletes in general continue to succeed, not just succeed in the sports that we usually see them succeed in, like basketball, football, track and field. We want to see these young men succeed in tennis, gymnastics. I talked about Jesse White and the Jesse White tunnels before. In the African diaspora, there's so much athleticism in the world, and it can be translated to all sports. You know what I'm saying? Not just one, but all sports. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You can be more than just an NFL player. You can be more than just an NBA player or play college basketball or college football. I had an athlete that works for my company, and he's about 6 feet, but he was very athletic. Jumped out the gym. You know, his main thing was I just want to play college basketball, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't really have that many schools recruiting for basketball because, you know what I'm saying, he was athletic, but he couldn't jump that. He could jump that high, but his jump shot wasn't really there. But he did track as well, and in high jump, he was actually pretty good. In his first year doing high jump, he made it to sectionals. He finished top 10 in sectionals. And his second year doing track, he jumped 6'6". So, I explained to him with his athleticism that he could possibly get a good scholarship in track, and he ended up getting a D2 scholarship to a HBCU. Higher than what he was getting for basketball. So, like I said, a lot of African athletes, the sky's the limit. It just doesn't have to be basketball. It just doesn't have to be football. You know what I'm saying? We can take that athleticism and do well in all sports. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, just congratulations to Christopher Eubanks. Good luck in the quarterfinals. Again, I hope you make it to the semifinals. I hope you make it to the championship, and I hope you win Wimbledon. You know what I'm saying? It's about time we had another black man win, because Arthur Ashe, rest in peace. It's been a while since African has won a male African has won a tennis tournament. Again, this is Nathaniel Swope of Swope Said signing out, and you all have a good one.